morning, everybody. This is just a word of caution to those people out there who are living with families who are very highly upset, aggressive, angry, can't control their own thoughts, are chasing down quick fixes to feel better, left and right, to where it's out of control. And what people are picking up is stuff that is not helping their frame of mind or their mood. Whether it's, like games, food, buying shit, all the shit that has to do with the beast system. And you got family members in the same house that have the whole other belief system. So you got family members in the same household, and these people are more on the evil, shitty, ready to take anybody down in their pathway to get what they need. When all it is a peace of mind, because they don't want to look within. Then you have the other people over here in the house, other family members, that have a different belief system and have a different lifestyle and do things differently. So what's going on now is the other ones over here putting their energy and themselves in very bad, disgusting places are now harassing the other ones that just want to be left alone and heal and have a simple life and live in peace. We're being chased down by the other family members because they're not there yet. Will they ever be there? Probably not. I've tried with my family for so long. It was still trying. And today was the last day I'm trying. Because it's sad when people don't recognize their own behavior. They don't recognize what they're doing. Because they've been put through the ringer, and I get it. We all have. But if this group of people is on one end of the spectrum not recognizing, and this people are on this end of the spectrum recognizing, there's the big mass confusion in there. And if anyone is paying attention to what's going on in the world, you can't reach out to people for help anymore. See, back in the day, the cops and paramedics and school systems, I know a lot of people remember this, were very quick to jump in and help save the day. The illusion we're going to save the day. And they would jump in to try to save the day without even the parents being involved or getting a hold of anybody. Well, what's going on right now in today's world, and has been for probably quite a while. It's probably been more aware like the last year or two, I'd say. Yeah. Last year or two, maybe 5, been even more redundant. That now, if the cops do come to your home or you encounter them, they're not giving the illusion of wanting to help. They're like, we'll see when you all gonna take each other out. And then whoever takes out who, you call the one surviving, you call us, and we'll come and collect the bodies. That's the world we live in today. I know, I experienced. As a matter of fact, I have to come out and say to the cop first-handed, how do you call from the grave? Oh, you don't. You get the person that committed the crime to kill the person, and you get them to call to say they committed the crime and hurt that person. That motherfucker ain't gonna call. They did the crime. Which is why, again, for like, I don't know, the 20th time, I just had to school the cops on all the laws out there. While I kept walking away in my house to calm down because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Just to go back out and readdress the issue again. My mom just sits there like idly, like, please lose your patience, bitch, so you can be hauled out of here. When in reality, I'm the oldest daughter in the family, keeping everything together and making sure no one hurts each other, kills each other, things stay fixed, we have food, and everything just goes nice and simple like, because my parents are older. Of course, the main one that wants to keep us going would be the main target, right? It's not the way the world works. Today was more horrendous, as if each time don't get more and more horrendous. Today really opened my big, beautiful blue eyes, bigger than they've ever been opened. It made me realize that is what they're doing. They changed a lot of laws around. So you can't even help your own family. You can't speak up for your own family. You can't speak up for yourself. And the people you rely on to do that aren't coming to do it either. They're coming out to sit and laugh at you and be like, when you guys are done calling us, there's 5 family members, maybe one of you will survive. Will you turn yourself in? You don't know. We'll see. Call us in. That's just the way the laws are. And I know the laws are fucked up. I know you can't get anyone in trouble or shouldn't be calling those fuckers to begin with, alright? But when you get backed up against the wall and you get in fear, well, most people tend to call someone for help. That's just the way it is. Honestly, I'm just getting to the point where, and I've been for quite a long time, where it's just like, do I feel heart attack coming on? Do I say, is it my time? Go. As a matter of fact, I don't want people around me. And there's no one I'm calling. Because again, they're not doing nothing. They're not helping. As a matter of fact, they're looking at you and laughing again. Or in the middle of you trying to describe what's going on, they'll point to some other idiot that doesn't know what's going on and say, did that happen? And the person goes, why? And the cop goes, okay, now you shut up, ma'am. And I'm like, that's when I came out and said, no, as a matter of fact, you shut up, fuck you, and take you and your ass home, and I don't even know why you get a paycheck. But see, the cops love to play with me so much that, you know, this is again how you cops do not handle people they're supposed to be helping. Instead of just calming the scenario more because I was in a heightened state of nerve pain and scared for my life, for my own son and mother. Do you think the cops would soothe you? No. Matter of fact, they made it more of a point to laugh, interrupt what the fuck I was saying, to point the conversation at someone else only because she owns the house and wasn't even there when the shit happened. So in reality, it was a gang stalking tactic of my family and cops and whatever random neighbors were out in their yard getting a big kick out of this shit, laughing at my downfall. That's the world we live in. What fun. I highly suggest people embrace the art of war, because that's where I have to go into now. The style of completing the art of war, which means in my own lane, shutting the fuck up and working in disguise around sickos called my family, while they want to tell me, here, go shove yourself in your room and take pills. That right there says they want you dead. Pay attention to people's actions, eye movements, certain words. When you say something to them, how does their face light up? Do they look down? Do they look away? Because when I called the cops, my mom was ready to boot, scoot, and boogie out of the door in her car, which showed she was scared. And I'm the one that called them. And it didn't even have nothing to do with her. It had to do with my son. So why the fuck, see the mass confusion here. Something else I pointed out to the cops too. And they're like, what? Where? We don't see confusion. Of course you don't. Because you're here to enforce the confusion and make it more horrific and throw me more in a tizzy. So you're not here to help the fucking people. Which is why I'm waiting for a call from who? Columbia County Sheriff's Department. Let's see, let's put him out there on front line. Sheriff Mark Hunter. Let me give him away. 4917 U.S. Highway 90 East, Lake City, Florida. 32055. Even though I'll probably block my comments or take it down, whatever. 32055. Let me give you his phone number. 386-752-9212. I've called these motherfuckers about 20 times for them to do what? Talk me down. From what? From suing their ass. That's right. This is the world we're in, where my family still runs around me like, you're crazy, you're the one that's gonna be removed. All because I stood up for my rights, and I'm not gonna let my family kill me, and because I'm taking action, I now become the enemy. Welcome to the world we live in. You even mark the enemy by your own family. You know, the one that their whole life enabled you, said they loved you, and all this shit. And they get you to a point where you're broke down and unable to even live on your own or do a lot of things on your own. Get you to that point. And because their anger and disgust is sitting so bad, now they're like, dismiss you. So what makes your family any different than any other jerk-off out there in the world or society or company or corporation that is involved in the depopulation agenda? It doesn't. Your family's in on it. Hello. I can't wait to get a call back from this person. Because now I am at the point where I'm fucking suing. And when I do, I'm going to bring back every case. So when they thought they stopped me on like 5 cases, please, man, please, we got the, I know what you guys got going on. I see the news. You guys can't contain adults in this town hurting children. You're not containing the children. See, this is stuff I need to say to the cops out there because that's too much. My truth hurts people too much. But we have a big thing in this town where the kids are killing the adults are abusing the kids, you know, of course. And because good old truth comes over here out of left field called Kimba and wants to actually say it out loud, even though you can go to an outlet and find it, that makes me an enemy too. So hello, where the fuck are we living at? Starting to feel like Mars lately, gonna get a little hot. So, people, just please be careful. Take care. Some of us can't leave our family. We don't have the funds, the means, the place to go. okay? Or we get that ever elusive threat held over by the family after we dedicated our whole life, marked out everything possible, and isolated ourselves to become a slave to our family. Now we're being just fucking dismissed because the family got what the fuck they wanted, and now we're really standing in our truth, and they're like, we don't like it, it stinks. Hit bricks, bitch. Of course, people are gonna flip out like me. Why wouldn't you? That means your family just fucking gave you the false illusion, like the government would, that things are gonna be good and work out. But when they got you to a state where your body can't take anymore, and you're like, because they done run you over, not just society, they have, then they say, fuck you, go, die. As a matter of fact, they even really prove it, because when you're laying on the floor, they just go boop, boop, and walk over you and grab their food. Grab their food and go back in their room just to pick up that anger and insecurities even more. What the fuck? I'm sorry. It does take a lot to live through these times and keep your sanity. And a lot of us can. We can. Because we've had to do it our whole life. Some of us had to use vices our life to even blend in and get over this weird hectic shit. And then when you don't start using those vices, and now you're really seeing it, it's like, ugh! And then you realize how evil it really is and how disgusting it is. Brought in by people that were basically lied to about what? Who the fuck they were incapable of. And again, if you bring truth along like me or 20 million other people, and they're like, hey, here's a little bit of piece of information that might help you laugh. Do most people care? No, they're like, fuck it. And shove their pie hole more so they can be even more mean and aggressive to you. That's just how the world is. And when you see it that way, your whole frame of mind changes. And now you're not taking shit from no one, no motherfucker, because you see too goddamn clear. That's right.